everyone, this is Ganesh. Welcome back to Ganesh Jadhav Automation Studio. So today we are going to learn about the Lombok annotation, which is named as a sneaky through annotation. What is the use, what is the need of sneaky through annotation, that part, and how that part we are going to learn, and how your sneaky through annotation reduces our work. That part also we are going to learn, guys. Okay. So guys, everyone is aware about the exception handling. What is meant by the exception, and what is the need for handling the exception? Whenever any exception occurred during the program, we must have to handle that exception, otherwise our rest of the statement is not going to execute. This is a term basically we are having, and that is why compulsory we must have to handle the exception. So usually we are having a two kind of exception. One is checked exception and another one is unchecked exception. So compulsory we must have to handle the exception. Okay, compulsory, what exactly we must need to handle the exception? Okay, so suppose if one of the exception is we are handling. Okay, if suppose one of the exception, if one of the method is throwing the exception on the particular statement. Okay, then what exactly happen, guys? If that method is someone is calling in another class, then again they must need to handle the exception. Let me show you that part as well, guys. You can see one more package I'm going to create over here. uh, Exception. Okay, exception. Okay, this is what this package I just created over here, and here I'm just creating a one more class. Exception without Lombok. Okay, this is what, guys, this is a class basically I just creating over here. Once I'm done with this thing, you can see, guys, here I'm just defining the one of the method void public void read data. This is what the simple method I'm creating over here, and I'm just defining the what, guys, I'm defining file reader class. I'm just defining over here. I'm just creating an object of the file reader class. Okay, like this file reader is equal to new file reader. This is what, guys, class I'm going to create over here. And then what I'm defining, I'm just defining the example. Let's say example here. I'm just defining the particular file path over here. Immediately we will get a compile time error. What exactly happened, guys? Immediately we will get a compile time error. So we have a two options. Either we have to handle this exception with the help of the try and catch block, or we have a second option. We have to handle this exception. We must need to define this exception with the help of the throws keyword, right, guys? With the help of the throws keyword, we can able to define such kind of exception. So this is how basically we can able to handle. Okay. So this is the second way. And our first way is, guys, what is our first way? Simple. We have to, as a traditional way, we have to define the try and catch block. We just need to define this statement within a try block. We just need to define this statement within a try block, and then we need to catch this exception. What, guys? We need to catch this exception like this here. Okay. So this is what, guys, this is a traditional ways basically we are having. But a problem over here is, guys, what is a problem we are having? Suppose what is a problem over here is, guys, suppose if we are defining our exception, if we are defining our exception like this, throws and exception we are defining. Okay, fine. Once we define this exception, then what exactly we have to do, guys? Suppose if I'm calling this method into the another class, if I'm calling this method into the another class, so how to call? Suppose I'm just creating a class object over here. Okay, you can see this is an object I'm just creating. Okay, suppose if I'm calling this method from another class, exception dot this read data method, immediately you will get compile time error. Why we will get compile time error? Because this method shows this statement, this method is throwing an exception. So if again these things are happened, then again we must need to handle this exception. So again we have to define what, guys, throws methods we have to define. Okay, what is again throws, not a method, throws keyword we have to define. So my point over here is, suppose this method is going to call by the 100 different classes, in all 100 different classes where we are calling this method, where we are calling this method, everywhere you have to define what you have to define, guys. This throws keyword we have to define, and this is a problem we have. So this is a duplicate code. Again and again you have to define, and again what you exactly have to define, guys. Again and again you have to define this throws keyword in each and every method signature. So that is why we have to use what we have to use, guys. That is why compulsory we have to use the three sneaky throws annotation, which is provided by the Lombok. So how to use that annotation? Listen carefully, guys. Okay. So suppose if I'm going to remove this statement over here, and here is also I'm just removing, and one of the method is throwing exceptions to you. So what exactly you have to do? You have to use the sneaky throw. What you have to define, guys? Sneaky throw annotation. Now you might have question, sir, how exactly it is coming up? So guys, about how to add the Lombok in an IntelliJ idea, I already create a video for it. You can watch that video in my previous on my YouTube channel as well. So once you added the Lombok, you can see automatically sneaky throw annotation is going to generate. And once the sneaky throw is annotation is generating, you can see, guys, you just need to define a sneaky throw annotation once here, and you don't need to. And if you are calling this method, you don't need to handle the exception over here. You don't need to define an exception over here. This is a beauty of the sneaky throw annotation. Sneaky throw annotation, once you define the sneaky throw annotation in front of the method, it means it is automatically handle your exception. This is how Lombok is reducing our work, which is very important. Now this method, if this method is going to call in 100 of different classes, you don't need to define this sneaky throw annotation. So you don't need to handle an exception over there. This is what exactly I want to tell you guys, and that's it for today. Thanks for watching this.